there. Today, I wanted to put together a video on using writing wisdom for future visioning. This is something I've done for a couple of years now, and it really kind of flips the writing wisdom practice. Instead of using prose or poetry to bring out something from the past or something in your present, something that's going on, it's really using guided meditation, guided journeying into the future to see what that future looks like. So first, a couple of logistics. You're going to need paper, pen, or your favorite writing utensil. And you're going to need some quiet space. Now, I encourage you to really think about the space that you're in. Make sure that it's a place that you can feel comfortable for the entirety of this video, which will take you through the journey at the end of it, as well as kind of some space where you can easily pivot from that journeying style of comfort, like maybe you want pillows and be able to relax, but then to easily be able to pivot into kind of an intense writing situation, because you're going to come out of this journey with all of these pictures of your future. The kind of a lived memory of the journey will be present in your mind, and you're going to want to feverishly put it all down on paper before you lose any detail of it. I know that's my experience of it, and others that I've taught this practice as well have said the same thing. Like, oh my gosh, I don't want to lose any of this. And you're just like writing crazily every detail. And but it's such a powerful process and experience to get down on paper. And then you can leverage that vision, those details, to then reflect upon where you are now and how do you get to that new place in your future. So that's the power of this practice. I encourage you, if you're not familiar with writing wisdom, I'll link the video below. I have a simple few-minute video that just reviews that process. But effectively, you're going to listen to this guided meditation. And then when we come back, I'll bring you back, and then I'm just going to end the video. And then grab your paper and pen hitting the page. Never let it leave the page until you pour out everything you can from the vision that you saw. Okay? So lots of quiet space. If you've got distractions, kids, dogs, cats, whatever around, try to figure out how to set some boundaries with those things. Quietness, just a peaceful place, a place where you can be comfortable on this journey. Okay. So take a couple minutes, get ready, make sure you're in the right place. And then when you're ready to begin, and well, before we head there, a couple of thoughts. You can use this future visioning practice anytime that you want. For me, currently, as I'm recording this, it's December. It's that time of year where I'm being reflective of the past, where I've come from in the last year. I'm looking at my own life vision, looking at that future vision, and then really kind of assessing the things that I want to do in the coming year. So for me, this time in the winter when the days are shorter and it's cooler outside, and it just creates a nice kind of energetically supported atmosphere for going within, reflecting. But that doesn't mean that you can't use this in June or July. I have done that. I've done it in the summertime. It doesn't really matter. It's when you are best called to look at your future. There's plenty of reasons to revisit this all the time. So feel free to use it whenever you feel called. Okay. So hopefully you are now settled and ready to begin this process. So I would encourage you to just close your eyes and get present to your body. And what I mean by that is feel your feet on the floor. Feel how your bum is connected to either the chair or the bed, whatever you're on, how it's connected to that support beneath you. Feel your own breath. Take a deep breath in and a slow exhale out. Just bringing ourselves present to the breath. Then in your mind's eye, just scan the area around you. How safe do you feel in this moment? Is the area around you safe? Can you relax and sink deep within yourself? If you feel safe and relaxed and grounded within yourself, then let's begin by visualizing a bubble around us. This is a protective bubble. It's also a vehicle. Inside this bubble, we can travel. So visualize yourself inside your bubble. Just get comfortable in it. How big is it around you? You want to feel as safe as you felt a moment ago, still safe within that bubble. I always like to visualize like pillows in my bubble that I'm sitting on, or blankets in my bubble. So I'm comfy and cozy in my bubble. And yet my bubble is clear and I can see far and wide inside my bubble. So visualize what your bubble looks like and how you feel inside of it. And then begin to look out in the sky. And if you're inside, just you're doing this through your mind's eye. Inside or outside doesn't matter. Just look at the vastness of the sky. You may begin to see stars, the moon, or planets. And you can visualize those things in the sky. One of those things begins to look a little brighter to you than all of the others. A star, perhaps, or perhaps it's just the moon. One of those things looks a little bit brighter for you. When you see that brightness, when you really sense, oh, that's the place that's connected to me, see a strand of light that goes from you in your bubble to that bright spot in the sky, that bright spot out into the universe. And begin to sense that your bubble is following that line of light. You're now traveling in your bubble to that bright place in the sky. Taking your time, enjoying the view as you go, checking in to make sure that you still feel relaxed and safe. And you find your bubble landing on that bright spot in the sky. Again, you could be on a star or the moon or perhaps even a planet. And you can look back from where you came and you can see the earth. The earth in all of its colorful beauty. And you see it spinning and rotating with the passage of time. And I want you to sit and ponder in your bubble in the sky. Do you want to see your life a year out, 5 years out, 10 years out, perhaps 20 years out? Just set an intention with a span of time, because we're going to go visit that place in the future, that time in the future, not the entire expanse of the time between now and then, but that moment in the future. We're going to go visit your life in that time. So intend how far you want to go and look at the earth. Do you see a bright spot on the earth? A spot that looks somehow familiar. A place that's calling to you. It's just a little bit brighter or has more of a pull than the rest of the planet. Focus in on that spot in your mind's eye and see that cord of light establish itself between your bubble in the sky and that spot on the earth. And begin to travel that line of light in your bubble. Slowly travel again, checking in that you're comfortable as you do, that you feel safe. You're relaxed. You're present. And as your bubble lands in that spot on the earth, just take a moment, staying in your bubble. Just take a moment to look around. Where are you? What does it look like? What's there? Does it look like a city or does it look more rural? Does it feel safe to you? If it feels safe, then you may exit your bubble. Your bubble will stay where it is. It will wait for you to return. As you exit your bubble, putting your feet on the ground, how does it feel? Does this place feel like it's home to you? Do you feel comfortable innately here? What's around you? Is there perhaps a home to enter or some other building that you're called to go into to explore? Just begin to explore this place, knowing that the people there, as you see people, you can see them, but they won't see you. You're just an observer in this place. One person, however, that you would like to find is you. Move about this place and explore until you come in contact with the you of your future. They will certainly be nearby because it is their energy that has drawn you to this place in this time. When you find yourself, how do you look? Take it all in. This is the you of your future. Who's around you? How do you feel? You can sense how that you of the future feels. How do they feel? How do they feel in their body? Do they feel healthy, vibrant, full of life? How do they feel? Who's around? What's going on in this scene that you're observing? Is there some kind of work going on or interaction? Just take it all in. But notice, are there signs of abundance, wealth, success? Are there signs of peace in nature, Are there signs of love? Is there partnership, intimacy? Is there happiness? Is there joy? Just try to observe at every level, not just what's physically there and how all of that feels. Just take as much of it in as you observe and explore. When you feel complete in your exploration, simply make your way back to your bubble. Just slowly make your way back to your bubble. As you leave the scene of your future, seeing your future self, as you begin to leave it, ask your future self if they have a message for you. They may not, but they might. You are connected enough to your future self, so they might be able to share a message with you. Just ask. And if there's nothing, no worries. You've seen it all. Slowly making your way back to your bubble. Getting in your bubble and getting comfortable and checking in. Do you feel safe? Does the space around you feel safe? Are you relaxed? How do you feel about what you've seen? Just taking note of it. As you relax into your bubble, Look up into the sky and find that bright spot, that star or the moon or the planet that called to you before. And see that line of light that goes between your bubble and that place. And feel your bubble begin to move along that line. Moving slowly, leaving this future place. Perhaps you're watching it through the bubble get smaller and smaller as you travel into the sky. Finding yourself in your bubble on your bright spot. You're filled with excitement and energy, perhaps, from what you've seen. Recalling every detail. Now look at the earth and find that bright spot that you came from, the place you started, whether that's a place you call home or a place you were visiting today. Find that spot on the earth and see that line of light form itself brightly between your bubble in the sky and that spot on the earth. And we begin to travel that line in our comfy little bubble, moving slowly through the sky, watching the earth get bigger and bigger and more detailed as we get closer. We come in closer to that place that we left, landing our bubble in just the spot we started. And we're going to take a moment inside our bubble and just check in. Do I feel safe? Have I returned to this place and time with all of me? Am I all here? And if you're not quite sure, intend to feel all of you, all of you, all of your energy, your physical body, your mind, your emotions, your spirit become all present in this moment, in this place, in your bubble, in the place that you started. And when you feel like you're entirely present, look back and see that cord that your bubble had traveled. And reach out with your fingers like this and just cut it. and it will fall away. Now, reach out with your finger and poke your bubble and let it pop and dissolve around you. And begin to feel your feet on the floor, your bum wherever you're sitting. Begin to feel the room around you or the space around you. Whatever's around you, begin to become present to those things. How do you feel in this room? Are you relaxed? Do you feel safe in this space? As you become centered and grounded in the room and feel relaxed and at ease and safe, then begin to gradually bring yourself back, opening your eyes when you feel calm. Maybe beginning to move your body, shaking out your arms, moving your hands, you're rolling your shoulders, really getting present in the here and now. And when you feel entirely present in the here and now and in your body in this space, grab your paper and pen and write and recall every moment of your journey, every detail that you can. Sometimes the largest gifts are in the smallest details that we recall. Have fun, and I'll see you soon.